Hey everyone, I am Clara and I reviewed the other two Critical Role jigsaw puzzles that have come out from the op, and so this is the third one. I saw the picture and I was super excited to get my hands on this one, and I managed to get it sort of towards the end of 2021. So I put it together. I started putting it together before Christmas, and then I went off to visit family, and so then I finished it off when I got back. And I've actually hung it and put it behind me. And if you're saying that seems a little bit dark, I mean, okay, everything that I do is dark, but yeah, let's talk about that, shall we? So I've turned another light on, but I realise that I've got black on black, so it's not really easy. But I think if you're looking, you can probably see that it's not so easy to see the picture. I'm gonna try turning that off. It's not a particularly easy picture to see. So the box, when I looked at the box, I thought, oh, okay, that's going to be quite hard to see a lot of that. That's all fairly dark, and it's going to be quite hard to do. So I knew going in that this was going to be a difficult puzzle to do. But I actually really like the picture. I think it's absolutely stunning. It's got the Mighty Nine and they're coming up to the Hag's hut, which has got one of my favourite moments with Jester in Campaign 2. One of the funniest moments, just one of the best, cleverest moments from Lower Bailey. So I went into this, I knew it was going to be difficult to do, but I really wanted the picture. So I'm a little bit disappointed that I put it together, put it in a frame, and if I'm honest, I can only see it from certain angles in my room. In fact, it's very rare that I can see it, and you certainly can't make out many of the details. So this is no point in this being on my wall because I can only see it at certain points. And for such a beautiful picture, and it is beautiful, the artwork is gorgeous, but the contrast needs to be turned up. It is more on the box. I thought it'd be the other way around. I thought that the finished version would have more contrast and the box would be less. I was wrong. There's more contrast on the box. Now, I do have a shiny sort of, unfortunately, it's got a plastic glass thing over it, so it's got a little bit of shine. So that means that it's harder to see as well because of that. But it's really difficult to see the image. So it's this beautiful image, but it just needed that tweak on the contrast to make it something that you can really put on your wall, unless maybe you have the most amazingly well lit room. So I get these Critical Role jigsaw puzzles as artworks. I have so far, but also because I enjoy jigsaws. So, swings and roundabouts. So what did I think of the puzzle side of it? So 2/3 of this jigsaw puzzle I really enjoyed. It's hard, and having the right lighting and the right angle to really differentiate the pieces and see the different things, it's tricky. And quite often I'm moving things around to see if I can see it in different light. This is another one of the up puzzles, which means it's got weird shaped puzzle pieces. It's not just squares, and I love that. I just love the weird shape of the pieces, the way they go together. Awesome. I love that. So the actual puzzle pieces go together really well. It's usually pretty obvious if you got it right or wrong. There's no messing around. And I love the weird hunt for odd shapes. But I had to rely on that a lot more this time round because the actual image itself was harder. Now, even though it doesn't look like much, this side, I'd say this whole 2/3, I really enjoyed it. I like the shift in tones, and I like the way the picture was revealed as it came along. But then this third, I think there's some beautiful artwork in there, but you just can't see it. And so when you put it together, you have no idea where in this entire third the puzzle piece is going to go. And it's not even like there's two segments and it might be here and it might be here. And it's such a big part of the puzzle. If that was a smaller part, if it was a quarter, probably, I don't even want a quarter, probably I want like a fifth, If it was a much smaller section, then it'd be an awful lot easier because there's less pieces, there's less places for it to go. So I was enjoying the puzzle. I found it quite meditative. I wasn't in any rush. It was pre Christmas holidays. So I'm just sort of putting pieces in slowly. I'm in no rush. I've got a jigsaw board, so I don't even have to worry about, clearing my table. But then that last third just felt like a slog. I was just putting the pieces in to get it finished. And I was putting the pieces in to get it finished because I wanted to see it on my wall because I love the artwork. And then I put it on my wall and I can't see it properly. It's too hard to see. Oh, this is such a disappointment and I'm torn. Like I say, it's a beautiful piece of art. It really is beautiful. And these colours and these swirls look great. They won't be coming out properly on camera. But so much of it is just, you can't see anything. And it's just a disappointment. So I enjoyed doing 2/3 of it, but the final third, it was a drag, and I was doing it so I could put it on my wall, and I put it on my wall, and it was like, ugh. And I actually put it on my wall, and then didn't look at it for a day, and I came back to it, and I still felt the same. I tried to give myself some space. So, I don't know. It's a hard puzzle. There was a sense of satisfaction when I did it, putting that last piece in. It was like, yes, I've done it. So I think if you like harder puzzles, you'll appreciate it. And like I say, I love the pieces, the way they go together, the shapes. The image is beautiful when you can see it, but unfortunately it can't go on my wall because this is going to have to come down because I just can't see it. And so if you want it as an art piece, it's just not quite there. I think definitely if they bumped the contrast and then sold it as a poster, I'd want to buy it. I'd still be tempted to buy it as long as I knew that the contrast was turned up. So that's it. Yeah, a bit of a disappointment, unfortunately, but I know that there's a fourth up Critical Role jigsaw puzzle coming out, so fingers crossed this one's better, but I certainly really enjoyed the first two. This one was a bit of a slug towards the end, but let's see what the next one is. And with that, thanks so much for watching, and maybe like, subscribe, all that malarkey, and until next time, take care and bye bye.